equal facility. Like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't go this way. We just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go this way. Time to make them oppress us pay. We just can't go this way. So the children could see their way. We just can't go this way. Oh, we just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go this way. We just can't go. We just can't go this way. No, we just can't go. We just can't go this way. No, we just can't go. We just can't go this way. No, we just can't go. Oh Lord, why Lord must we suffer like this? You said that you will take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki pants. We just can't go. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lies. Not even thinking that we will realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the poor. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did in day. Please send us another Moses again. No, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way.
And of course, let me say a special hello to all the 91.9 FM listeners. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy and yours truly, Professor Wall Street. Let me say a special hello to all of you who are locked on and listening. Of course, let me say a splendiferous, fantabulous program by TC and Heavy. TC and Heavy, boy, they keep holding the fort, boy. Keep holding the fort, man. Keep holding the fort. Of course, folks, I'm flying solo tonight. Yeah, we're going solo tonight because Uncle Tommy, a little bit under the weather, so to speak. So you'll have me here tonight for the next 2 hours right here on 91.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, share the live, Iowa TV and YouTube, the Street 919 FM on Facebook, the Street 919 FM on Instagram. And of course, the numbers here, WhatsApp calls only. You can send your WhatsApp, your voice notes, or you can call at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Or you can call 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And folks, there is so much to talk about. So much to talk about. What we will do for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so, you want to just call in. You want to tell us how was your day. You might want to talk about what's going on in Israel, because, some people kind of misunderstand what's really going on in Israel. You might want to talk about that. They had a highway opening in Point Fortin. And you know something? Since I say that, I think, do I want to start with that, boy? I want to start with that. Let me start with that. Now, here in the village, we want to continue to speak truth to power. And we had a highway that opened on Saturday, and it cost anywhere from 1 billion US to 1.9 billion. I just want to be accurate, cost somewhere in between. So let's say it cost about 7.5 billion TT dollars. I want to ask a question. And I want to ask a question to the black people of Trinidad and Tobago. We know that in Trinidad and Tobago, most of the people living below the poverty line are black people. That number is somewhere north of 26%, right? 26 or more percent of black people living below the poverty line in Trinidad and Tobago. We have spent 7.5 billion TT on a highway. Couldn't that money have been better spent to try to reduce the amount of black people living below the poverty line in Trinidad and Tobago? Since black people are the majority that are living below the poverty line. Was that 7.5 billion TT well spent? And I really didn't come to start with that, but I started off, I said, let me start with that. $7.5 billion spent on a highway, right? The majority of black people are living below the poverty line. Couldn't that money have been better spent to reduce the amount of black people living below the poverty line in Trinidad and Tobago? So that's the first question I'd like to ask to the people here. I'm asking that question because it's important. It's very important today, as we know, if you want to speak truth to power, in Trinidad and Tobago, most of the black people vote for the ruling party. Plain talk, bad manners. Most of the black people vote for the ruling party. That is the People's National Movement. However, in Trinidad and Tobago, the majority of people living below the poverty line are black people. And the next set of people living below the poverty line is less than 50%. So I'm asking the question. We spent $7 billion on a highway. Was that money well spent? Huh? I'm asking that question. And I know some people will say, well, yeah, the highway go reduce traffic, and yeah. But you know how many other highways we have built in Trinidad and Tobago? And you still have all the traffic jam in Trinidad and Tobago? I mean, $7.5 billion. Only remember previously we spent $500 million on the Red House? $500 million? Right? As a matter of fact, when that was spent, I believe the amount of black people living below the poverty line was a little lower. So even half of that money could have reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line. And you know the sad thing, boy? The sad thing is that many of the black people will jump up and cheer, say, yes, we got highway, boy. We got highway. We got highway. We got highway. And people still suffering. Black Stallion say, sufferers only want to know where the next plate of food coming from. That is it. Yeah? Let me say a few welcomes to people in the chat here. Denise G, welcome. Denise G was first in the chat tonight. Nadia, special welcome to you. Bizram, out in the pond, where is it again, Bizram? In Sandy Grande. Bizram say, good day, Wall Street and Tommy. Get the video where Imbot say about the second budget coming and people will get something recently. He said that, please get it. Bizram, you gotta send that for me. Curtis Montesstrad, boy, another Chuma Kenyan, welcome. Fishing Pond, yeah. Fishing Pond, Sandy Grande. Yeah? Captain Sting want to know, what about brown people? Brown people. Captain, what are you talking about? All right. Jack Dale, Lochan, Lockdown in New York City, boy. Jack Dale, welcome. Good morning, SVG, Lockdown in St. Vincent, boy. Welcome. Let me go over to the 91.9 chat here. All right. I'm seeing Caribbean Soul. I'm seeing the Reformists. Call me Trinity. Okay. There are some people over there on the 91.9 chat. Yeah. You know, Captain Singh, I want to say to you, I agree with you. That's a splendiferous thing that come out of the highway. That we name it after Warren Archibald and Leroy DeLeon. That's a splendiferous thing. Fantabulous, tremendiferous, marvelous, wonderfulicious. Yes, all of those things. And it's good. It's good. But at the end of the day, how does that benefit the sufferers in Trinidad and Tobago? How does that benefit them? How does that? At least 26% of them living below the poverty line. When are we going to start to address that? When are we going to start to address that? You see, many people come on the radio station every day and talking all kind of talk. You know, they come and they spin this, they spin that. You don't hear them talking about this, you know. They don't talk about this, you know. They don't talk about this. They don't talk about people that look like them who living below the poverty line. Look like them, you know. Living below the poverty line. I wonder why they don't want to talk about that. I wonder why, boy. I'm just asking questions, you know. Maybe there's some reason why they don't want to talk about that. But I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Why you don't hear some of these same people on all these different radio stations and right here on this radio station don't talk about the people that look like them who are in the majority and living below the poverty line. They don't want to talk about that. Yeah, we build a highway, boy. Build a highway. We got a nice highway. We renovate the Red House, boy. We renovate the president's house. We renovate the prime minister's house. We renovate the thing wrong the Savannah. All these things. Yeah. Them is monuments. How does those things improve the lives of people living below the poverty line? How does that do it? All these nice, monstrous buildings. You see like the building behind us there? All these nice buildings. Yet, you know, I want to, let me see if I can get this to put this up here. I always ask about this. And it is not something that actually came. I want to talk about something else too. But let me put this up here. I always talk about this. No, I don't want that. That happened there. Don't worry about that. I'll get rid of that. Here we go. I want to talk about this right here. I always talked about this many times. Oh, where did it go? And I want, here it is, here it is. So I always talked about this. I always asked about, this. Where's the economic development, economic empowerment, economic inclusion, and access to capital for Black people and Black businesses in Trinidad and Tobago? Especially since we have the majority of Black people living below the poverty line. All do the maths now, 26%. Do the maths. Do the maths. And we have to ask ourselves why. Why is that? And we come to the radio station every day and we arguing about politics this and politics that. You know? Every single day. And we just keep on going. And we don't want to address the bread and butter issues in Trinidad and Tobago. We're afraid to address these bread and butter issues. Why? Why are we afraid to address these issues? Right? Ken John says, the Shoguanas market looking like a dump house. Okay. Yeah? Why? But folks, I want to address something else. Right? That is one thing we put on the table. We're going to talk about that. But I want to address this in Trinidad and Tobago. I want you all to listen to this video, and then I'm gonna ask a question. Listen to this.
During the opposition's media conference on Sunday, Miaro MP Rushton Parry gave his assessment of the government's budget for its 2023-24 financial year after last week's budget debate in the House of Representatives.
Say something, say anything to reassure the population that your government is at least aware that we currently have a water crisis in this country. But you did not do that. In fact, WASA has issued another warning to the population that Desalcott is once again going to be shutting down for about 9 days. And when Desalcott goes down, the water situation in central and southwest Trinidad becomes unbearable.
WASA, the Water and Sewage Authority, announced on Friday that Desalcott had advised the authority of a planned shutdown of its Point Lisas desalination water plant for a period of 9 days from Monday, October 16th to October 24th to facilitate maintenance works. WASA also announced that during that period, there is to be the redistribution of water supply from the Caroni and Navet water treatment plants, implementation of temporary supply schedules, and increased water trucking capacity, among other measures.
But Mr. Prime Minister, we have an even worse crisis than the water crisis in this country, and that is of crime.
The Finance Minister had announced in his budget statement in Parliament that the government has mandated the Commissioner of Police to triple the intake of police recruits in 2024 from 300 recruits a year to 1,000 recruits in 2024, and that an additional allocation totaling $80 million has been included in 2024 for new vehicles and equipment for the police. MP Parry highlighted the fact that the Prime Minister chairs the National Security Council.
Crime is flowing more than water today in this country. Last year we recorded almost 600 murders in Trinidad and Tobago. This is a tragic, frightening, shameful record, which we are on track to beat this year. Worse still. Ladies and gentlemen, brazen home invasion are now a daily occurrence in our land. Prime Minister, your first duty to the people of this country, is to keep all of them.
The budget is now before the Parliament Standing Finance Committee, after which the Senate will debate the fiscal measures. Brown, TV6 News.
So folks, here is the question. Do we have a crime and water crisis in Trinidad and Tobago? This is the question. I played that video for you because I wanted to ask this question to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Do we have a crime and water crisis problems in Trinidad and Tobago? Right? Many people may say different things, but I want to hear from you. You can call us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And those two numbers are WhatsApp calls only, right? It's a free call. Call us. Let us know what you believe, what you think. Do we have a crime and water crisis in our beloved island of Trinidad and Tobago? Let me quickly go back to the chat here. Ken John, welcome. Welcome to you, Ken John. Because there are many, some people will say no. Huh? Call Me Trinity say, tell them to curry the highway and eat it. Oh God. Carol Hannibal, welcome. Locked up. Everett Nichols, we can't make we government look bad. I don't think anybody's trying to make, I don't think we are trying to make the government look bad. We are just asking questions that the populations may ask themselves. Do we have a crime and water crisis in Trinidad and Tobago? All right. So let me play this video for you. And this is why I asked that question. All right. Let me get that video here. We see that WASA is going to have a reconstruction. Right? WASA is going to have a reorganization where there's a possibility that some people may lose their jobs. You know, another hard thing to deal with. So hold up, folks. I'm looking for, here we go. Here it is. Take a listen to this.
My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Today is the 12th of October 2023. Now, in spite of the fact that we would have changed our scope in how we present the news, now there were several leaks, WASA leaks, that have been reported to us, and we are here to deliver this report. Now, this leak here is on the Guapo stretch, just before the police station in your way to Point Fortin. Now we have this second leak here in which people would have been reporting for days. This one is inside Vancouver on Ingle Street. Now, many of the residents there would have been reporting a drop in water pressure within the area. Right. Now, without this leak here, that is in the Pointe-à-Pierre area, that causing a lot of discomfort to the residents, to motorists. Some would have reported to us that they would have slipped off the road. Some would have picked up skid. It's very discomforting. Sometimes somebody not wash the vehicle. And look. But the bigger problem is this. WASA say they will charge people if they catch them wasting water. Who are we supposed to hold responsible for things like these? Right, my name is Renison Jeffrey. This is the Workers' Rights Platform. Like, share, and subscribe.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Right? We have leaks in different parts of the country. And the question is, we already know the situation with, we normally, when Tommy is here with me, we really don't like to talk about the crime issue so much in Trinidad and Tobago, because that's a perspective that it's a negative perspective, and we want to see better for Trinidad and Tobago. I can tell you, we are not interested in the numbers in crime going to 1,000. We're not interested in that. We rather see lower numbers in crime in the country, because that's a betterment for all the people of the country. There are some people who rather see the crime be 700, 800, for whatever reason they want to. They may want that. But we here want to see betterment for Trinidad and Tobago. However, it is incumbent on those in charge to do things to improve that situation with respect to crime. Just as how they should try and improve the situation with respect to water. All right? We have something here from 1960 when it says water will be a thing of the past. 1960. And here we are, almost 60-something years later, and we still have water problems in Trinidad and Tobago. We still have water problems. Why is that? Why? So the question is, do we have a water and a crime crisis in Trinidad and Tobago? That's the big question today, right? Of course, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Share the live, people, share the live. Iowa TV and YouTube, the Street 919 FM on Facebook, and the Street 919 FM on Instagram. And we also have an editorial coming up for you as well. After the 7:30 hour, we're going to have that editorial. And I can see that the situation yesterday when we had, Senior Superintendent Roger Alexander, that video is all over the place where Senior Superintendent Roger Alexander said he wasn't going to apologize, for fat shaming, the gentleman from Opinion Box. And when many people have felt that he should have apologized for that situation. So we're going to see where that goes. But folks, of course, it's In the Village with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on 91.9 FM. And of course, we come to you every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. That's Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. It's just Ansem and you. Is Ansem and you tonight? Yeah, my name is Ansem. It's Professor Wall Street and you tonight on 91.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message.
This Sunday and every Sunday is Rerun Sunday on the Street 91.9 FM. It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. This Sunday, we'll be featuring The Gladiator.
Citizens of the Republic, yes, Sunday. For the first time in history, never before.
It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Gladiator. Live on Iowa TV, on YouTube, and Street 919 FM and Facebook. The Gladiator. We'll be featuring the Emperor of Talk. The Gladiator. This Sunday, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn.
Every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk politics on a Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Sunday Talk. Come on, people. This is a balanced program. Share the love.
So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Tune in to 91.9 FM and join us in the village with Dat Triplets every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are here to fearlessly confront important issues and engage in objective discussions on the latest trends. You could also catch our live stream on WZYE 95.9 FM, New York, New Jersey. Get informed, get inspired, get educated every Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. right here on this radio station.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Oni Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud.
Wow.
Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Listen now. Share the life. I want everybody share the life. Downtown Posse, I feel share the life. Uptown Posse, I feel share the life. Share the life. Share the life. Everybody just share the life. Tobago, share the life.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting it up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator send another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the F out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're someone like some goats when they come looking for votes. Sit to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderator send another body in a drain. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn.
Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.
Yes, we are back with you. Share the live, people. It's Iowa TV on YouTube, The Street 919 FM on Facebook, The Street 919 FM on Instagram. You can reach us here at You can reach us here at WhatsApp calls only. WhatsApp calls only. It's free. 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. 973-609-6509. You can also send your voice notes to those numbers as well. And folks, with that song, is it true? Is that song fact? Or is that song fiction? Is Trinidad and Tobago turning into a sad place? Is that fact? Or is that fiction? Right? How long now, if it's fact, has Trinidad been turning into a sad place? Is that maybe a political song? Right? I want to hear from you. You let me know. He says Trinidad is turning into a sad place. Right? But there are things that are happening, and I want to say it's a good thing that HDC has changed their mind on evicting people from their houses. Because I think in times like this, it is kind of difficult. It's very difficult for HDC to be evicting a mother and 7 kids. It's just like there's no compassion, right? But I'm happy to hear that the eviction have halted.
I have nowhere to put my 7 children. Why go with 7 children on the road? Them people crazy, man.
As the police and the Housing Development Corporation pulled up in front of her home, Sabrina McLeod could not hold back her tears.
People all find out $25,000 on this spot. Oh, the problem is not money, boy. Oh, the problem is not no money. Oh, the problem is wickedness.
But McLeod's common-law husband, Raymond Mitchell, admitted that he owes a substantial sum.
Owing AGC a sum of $125,000 in arrears. And the company that I has worked for, the boss man now come to offer to pay the money, and they still say no, and give us no notice of much of a month, just how much days from Tuesday to now. We still went in the office to see if we could sympathize with them, and still no.
Before arriving at the Mitchell's residence, the HDC crew removed valuables from the homes of other evicted tenants, even though they were not there.
We understand that the owner of this house left around 7 a.m. and he is not present at this time. We also understand that some of these residents have not been paying their mortgages and rents, some of them more than 8 years.
Housing Minister Camille Robinson-Regis told CNC3 News that the eviction drive has since been halted. The tenants will be meeting with HDC officials to discuss their arrears. Radhika D. Silva, CNC3 News.
And halting that those eviction. KFC, welcome. How you going, brother?
There are a lot of listening. Mr. Tommy, you are alone on the front tonight?
Yeah. I alone on the front line. I taking all the fire tonight. I alone.
Yeah, and then forever, Wall Street. We having good water, yeah. We have no crime. PNM forever. PNM stop evicting people.
So things good? Things good?
Eh?
Things good?
Things good. There's no crime here. We are 24 hours of water running right through. PNM forever. We like it too.
Yeah, man. Everything good though?
Wake up and smell. People waking up and smell the fresh coffee. I listen to the finance minister. That one of the smartest man in the country, you know. When he read the budget, he say, you went still laughing at the budget. I have a next budget to read.
Oh God.
I like them wet too, but you don't have to fool people and watch it. Like when they wake up and you suffer with for a good while and you see the piano to the poor people. Wash it up by your side that day. It's not water for about 7 days, you know.
Up to Market?
You didn't get that video?
No, I didn't get that one. Up to Market. Send it for me now. Send it for me.
I'm going to send it for you.
Yeah, man.
Amen.
Bless. All right. What? So, folks, we asking the question, is there a crime and water crisis in Trinidad and Tobago? We just asking the question, you know. And you hear the song? Is Trinidad and Tobago a sad place? Nah. It have good thing. Look, we just open a highway up in Point 14. We open a highway, all you come on, man. We open a highway, Anderson, welcome. We open a highway. And Anderson, is you caused that problem, eh? Where you have the MP hang up and we had to play that video again for people, eh? Because all kind of people call him and tell him about God, boy. That was not nice. What the MP from Lavantel West did. That really was nice. Right? Look, somebody said no war, there's no crime, no water problem in Trinidad. Yeah? Let me put it up on the screen. No, the man said no water problem, eh? No wars, no crime, no water problem in Trinidad. You see? If that thing's going good in Trinidad and Tobago. And that's now you're going, boy. This, here you come fifth in the marathon from the beaten, boy. They say Anderson win first place for the first man under 5'2" to come in the top 5. They get Anderson a special prize, yes? Hey, Anderson partner, where you going? Yeah, so folks, you know, we're looking at the things that are happening in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Look, just over the weekend, the Soca Warriors, they beat Guatemala. That was the first time in a long time they beat Guatemala. We had a highway named after 2 football icons in Trinidad and Tobago. Icons, eh? Warren Archibald and Leroy DeLeon. 2 big stars many people may not even have heard about. But back in the 70s, them fellas was big stars for Trinidad and Tobago. And the devil could have happened in Haiti when we were supposed to go to the World Cup and we scored about 8 or 9 goals. And out of the 8 or 9 goals we scored, we only actually get officially 1 goal. And I think Haiti beat us 2-1 and went to the World Cup. And we stayed home. Yeah? I think Leroy DeLeon was on that team. I'm not sure if Warren Archibald was on that team, but I know Leroy DeLeon was on that team. 2 big superstars in Trinidad and Tobago. So I think it's a good thing that they are being honored with that. And they are from Point 14 as well. But you know, don't they have a top soca singer from Point 14? I'm asking. Who is the top soca singer from Point 14? So folks, can you help me, please? Who is the top? They have a top soca singer from Point 14. Who is that fella? Huh? Let me see here. Everett Nicholas says, my previous statement was meant to identify how PNM sycophants think it's about party for them, not country. Okay. Mr. Wall Street, you're talking caca and more caca. What is caca? Is that the fellow used to play for Brazil? Caca? Oh, okay. So, no, I didn't used to play for Brazil, no, William McLeod. He started talking caca. What is caca? Can you help me with that, please? Somebody? Help me with caca, right? Or you could put it in the chat. Put it in the 91.9 YouTube chat. Somebody start talking that. I don't know what that is. I guess. Or Vidia say Super Blue. Victor Moria says Super Blue. Oh, Kaka is what? Oh, okay. I thought the man was talking about Kaka, the football player, you know. I thought he said I was talking about the football player from Brazil. Bezram, thank you. Oh, God. Victoria says Super Blue. Vidia says Super Blue. What? That the only top soca singers are from Point Fortin? I don't know, you know. All right. So anyway, they go tell we as we go along. So folks, we asking the question, in Trinidad and Tobago, do we have a water crisis and a crime crisis? Do we have a questioner? I'm asking the question. We like to ask questions here, you know, and let the people answer the questions. Right? Victoria says, okay, Victoria. Captain Singh says, police find a cache of weapons in rough terrain. Real soldiers went in that terrain like Tora Bora caves in Afghanistan, Nangarhar province. Okay. All right. Interesting. Yeah. So we see many different things happening in Trinidad and Tobago. And we are asking the question, we had asked the question earlier, right, with respect to the crime crisis and the water crisis in Trinidad and Tobago. So I guess from listening to people, I guess no, we don't have a water crisis, nor do we have a crime crisis in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So let's leave that there, right? Because this program is a program for the people where you could call and express your opinion, and it doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on. You have on a red t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a salmon t-shirt. Your opinions are welcome. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenarania, Sonaranius. Each and every one opinions is respected and welcome here in the village on 91.9 FM with yours truly, Professor Wall Street. Now, folks, yesterday, we start something here where we call fact check. We like to fact check issues, right? When issues come up, we fact check them. And let me give you guys an example. Now, there was a fact check on Hamas. You all know the problem going on now between Israel and Palestine, right? So there was some rumors going around about Hamas, and they did a fact check. And here's what happened. Listen to this.
Fact check. Did Hamas behead babies? Let's look at what we know so far about where this claim came from and why some media outlets and the White House have retracted the claim. On Saturday, October 7th, Hamas attacked the kibbutz of Kfar Aza. Members of the media were granted permission on October 10th, 3 days later, by the Israeli army to visit Kfar Aza and witness the aftermath of the Hamas attack. During the visit, a reporter from Israeli news outlet I-24 tweeted saying, "Soldiers told me they believe 40 babies, children, were killed." As the day progressed, the information morphed from at least 40 babies were killed to some were beheaded. On the day, the Israeli army could not confirm beheadings. The very next day, in London, commuters were subjected to this horrifying and unverified headline. On October 11th, many Western media outlets jumped on that claim, quoting the spokesman of Israel's prime minister.
The Israeli prime minister's spokesman just confirmed babies and toddlers were found with their heads decapitated in Kfar Aza.
But many of those same media outlets were forced to walk back their reporting, issuing updates like this one. Israel cannot confirm the specific claim that babies were beheaded in Hamas attack. Later that day, during a press conference, American President Joe Biden claimed he had seen photographs of beheaded babies, saying,
"I never really thought that I would see and have confirmed pictures of terrorists beheading children."
The White House later retracted the statement and published this correction. US official and the president have not seen pictures nor confirmed such reports independently, but the damage had been done. Biden's initial claims were already featured on the front pages of many news outlets and continued to be cited in some quarters as justification for revenge attacks and the collective punishment of civilians in Gaza. Once these claims went viral, other journalists who were on the same visit to Kfar Aza on the 10th of October say, "No one spoke to me about beheadings, let alone beheadings of children, let alone beheadings of 40 children." Another Israeli journalist said, "During the tour, we didn't see any evidence of this, and the army spokesperson or commanders also didn't mention any such incidents." Sky News correspondent on the ground also confirms not being able to confirm these claims.
"We have not seen the evidence of that. We have asked the Israeli Defense Forces, the IDF, 3 times to confirm those numbers. They have not yet."
Later, the same journalist that broadcasted the claims of the spokesman of Israel's prime minister posted an apology, saying, "The Israeli government now says today it cannot confirm babies were beheaded. I needed to be more careful with my words, and I am sorry." Hamas has denied claims that its fighters beheaded children, calling them lies. As details continue to emerge from the aftermath of the Kfar Aza attack, the line between facts and misinformation has blurred. Lies and half-truths have been disseminated by officials and mainstream media in what is becoming a propaganda war.
So, folks, there you have it. Fact check on a situation that was in the news, and it was actually fact check, and it turned out to be incorrect. Now, here's another fact check with respect to Trinidad and Tobago. Take a listen.
In Latin America and the Caribbean, not just the Caribbean, Latin America and the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago is ranked #1 in resilience to climate change. One of my colleagues on the other side earlier said that Trinidad and Tobago was not prepared for climate change. The fact is, we are #1 in the region in resilience to climate change.
Fact check. No. Trinidad and Tobago are not ranked #1 in Latin America and the Caribbean for resilience to climate change. According to the 2023 Climate Change Resilience Index, Trinidad and Tobago is ranked 7th in the region, behind Barbados, Jamaica, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, and St. Lucia. The top 10 countries in Latin America and the Caribbean for climate change resilience are 1. Barbados, 2. Jamaica, 3. Antigua and Barbuda, 4. St. Kitts and Nevis, 5. Dominica, 6. St. Lucia, 7. Trinidad and Tobago, 8. Uruguay, 9. Costa Rica and 10. Chile. The Climate Change Resilience Index is a composite index that measures a country's ability to withstand and recover from the impacts of climate change. The index is based on 4 main categories: economic resilience, social resilience, infrastructure resilience, and environmental resilience. Trinidad and Tobago's high ranking on the Climate Change Resilience Index is due to its strong economy, its stable political environment, and its relatively low debt burden. However, the country is still vulnerable to the impacts of climate change, such as sea level rise, extreme weather events, and changes in precipitation. The Trinidad and Tobago government is taking steps to address the challenges of climate change. For example, the government has developed a national climate change policy and which outlines a number of measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to the impacts of climate change.
So, folks, that's fact check #1. Just before we go for the break, this is a new one. This is fact check #2. Take a listen to this.
Other facts. Trinidad and Tobago is a high-income country, ranks number 2 in terms of GDP per capita in Latin America and the Caribbean in 2022. We have a thriving economy. Energy sector, sorry.
Fact check. No. Trinidad and Tobago does not hold the second position in GDP per capita in Latin America and the Caribbean for the year 2022 as stated by Minister Brian Manning. Trinidad and Tobago is ranked 8th in GDP per capita in North America and the Caribbean. GDP per capita is the gross domestic product, GDP, of a country divided by its population. It is a measure of the average economic output per person in a country. GDP per capita is often used as a proxy for standard of living, although it is important to note that it does not take into account income inequality or other factors that can affect quality of life. GDP per capita is calculated by dividing a country's GDP by its population. GDP is the total value of all goods and services produced in a country in a given year. Population is the total number of people living in a country at a given time. For example, if a country has a GDP of $100 billion and a population of 10 million people, then its GDP per capita would be $10,000. This means that the average person in that country produces $10,000 worth of goods and services in a year. GDP per capita can vary widely from country to country. The countries with the highest GDP per capita are typically those that are highly developed and have high levels of productivity. The countries with the lowest GDP per capita are typically those that are developing countries with low levels of productivity. GDP per capita can be a useful tool for comparing the economic performance of different countries. However, it is important to note that it is just one measure of standard of living. Other factors, such as income inequality and access to basic services, are also important to consider. According to Statista.com, the top 10 countries in the region by GDP per capita in 2022 are as follows. 1. Puerto Rico. 2. Bahamas. 3. Uruguay. 4. St. Kitts Nevis. 5. Barbados. 6. Guyana. 7. Antigua and Barbuda. 8. Trinidad and Tobago. 9. Panama. And 10. Chile.
We're going to go for a quick station break, and we'll be right back after this. It's Professor Wall Street and you on 91.9 FM in the village. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Bring back them old time days.
This Sunday and every Sunday is Rerun Sunday on the Street 91.9 FM. It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. This Sunday, we'll be featuring The Gladiator.
Citizens of the Republic, yes, Sunday. For the first time in history, never before.
It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Gladiator. Live on IWO TV, on YouTube, and Street 919 FM and Facebook. The Gladiator. We'll be featuring the Emperor of Talk. The Gladiator. This Sunday, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn.
Every Sunday, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk politics on a Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Sunday Talk. Come on, people. This is a balanced program. Share the love.
So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Tune in to 91.9 FM and join us in the village with Dat Triplets every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are here to fearlessly confront important issues and engage in objective discussions on the latest trends. You could also catch our live stream on WZYE 95.9 FM, New York, New Jersey. Get informed, get inspired, get educated. Every Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. right here on this radio station.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Oni Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-signer. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Listen now. Share the life. I want everybody share the life. Downtown pussy, I feel share the life. Uptown pussy, I feel share the life. Share the life. Share the life. Everybody just share the life. Tobago, share the life.
And of course, we are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street on 91.9 FM, coming to you every Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. Yes, people, share the live, Iowa TV and YouTube, The Street 919 FM on Facebook, The Street 919 FM on Instagram. Yes, folks, you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444 or 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. So, folks, just before we went for the break, I gave you an example of how things are normally done in the real world. You have issues that people put on the table, and they may put that issue on the table for whatever reason. And there are people who normally fact check those issues to find out whether those issues are true, whether they are fact, or whether they are fiction. So we had two issues there that we fact checked for you, and it was found out to be untrue. Now I don't know what's the reason for people putting out those statements. I don't know what's the reason. Maybe you guys might know, but it's kind of difficult when you have people putting out information that could be considered to be misleading. So Hailey says they Google them facts and give him to read, and even him don't believe the paper he reading from. Denise G says Blue Boy and Iowa. And then she says, nope, Iowa. She says Duke from Point 2, Fayon Lions, and I think Crow. Duke, Iowa, Nia George, and Super Blue. Okay. Okay, so I'm learning. Only know from Chumakak, me know nothing from all them people down there. Right? Victoria says, good night to all. Professor, I need to know the meaning of crisis before commenting. So, Victoria, this is what crisis. This is the meaning of crisis. A crisis is an event or period that leads to unstable and dangerous situation. Crises can affect an individual, group, or all of society. They are negative changes in human or environmental affairs, especially when they occur abruptly with little or no warning. And then they give you some definitions. A time of great danger, difficulty, or doubt when problem must be solved or important decision must be made. A time when a problem, a bad situation, or an illness is at its worst point. A stage in a sequence of events at which the trend of all future events is determined. A situation has become very serious. A difficult or dangerous situation that needs serious attention. A time of great disagreement, confusion, or suffering. Those are some definitions of crisis. So the question was asked, do we have a water crisis and a crime crisis in Trinidad and Tobago? And that's where Victoria wanted to know what was the definition of crisis. So Victoria, now that you have the definition, you know, you can figure out yourself. What, boy? People in that chat going after each other, boy. Call me Trinity, William McLeod. Man saying William McLeod is a P&M, he have a CPEP contract. He talking, he's singing for his supper, boy. Oh God. Man say William McLeod singing for his supper. He have a CPEP contract. He's singing like a canary, a red canary. Oh, William, watch yourself, boy. Yeah. Yeah, boy, they're going back and forth in that YouTube chat there, boy. Yeah. Yeah. So folks, we here at, of course, you know, we are also streaming live on WZYE 95.9 FM in the diaspora. Right. And I am kind of shocked. I am shocked and surprised that the question was asked about the Point Fortin Highway and the cost and the amount of people, black people living below the poverty line, and not one word of Sugar Aloe says. Well, yeah, we had KFC call, right? But none of these other individuals who maybe in that 26% or so that's living below the poverty line, not one word from any of them. So I don't know. Maybe as Sparrow say they like it, so they're free. You know, yeah, Sparrow said that. We like it, so we're free. But folk, a big issue that happened over the weekend, a big issue, it was big, large. I hear from all kind of people on this one. All kind of people. They say all kind of things. And you know what? I didn't know it anyhow. But for those who didn't hear it, take a listen to this. So let me set it up for you guys. On Saturday, there was the Beetham Sports Day. So one of our loyal followers here told us to call Anderson Wilson because Anderson lives on the Beetham. Although you know Anderson are one of the biggest yellow flag in the country, in the Beetham. And even when you're flying into Trinidad, you don't see that yellow flag on the Beetham. Everybody know that is Anderson yellow flag, right? That's the biggest flag, biggest yellow flag in Trinidad and Tobago, UNC flag. So I call Anderson, and Anderson say, well, you know, it's our sports day. You know it is. It's our P&M sports day, and saying all kind of thing. And he mentioned the Minister of National Security and the MP for Laventille West, Fitzgerald Hines. So I take my fast self with my co-host, Uncle Tommy, and I said, let me call the MP for Laventille West to find out how the sports day went and how things go. And folks, this is what transpired.
All right.
All right.
Good program as usual.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Nice.
You know what? Let me do this. Let me call Fitzgerald Hines. Let me try.
You think you're going to get some traction tonight? You're feeling lucky, eh?
I'm feeling lucky. All are feeling lucky, man.
Yes, indeed.
Feeling lucky tonight. I'm calling Fitzgerald Hines.
I think we lost it for a moment there, but you're back.
What is that?
Can you hear me?
You in here? Hello, Mr. Hines. Hello, Mr. Hines. Mr. Hines, good day. How are you doing? This is WZY 95.9 FM. You are live on air with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. How are you doing, sir?
Professor who?
Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy.
I don't know who Professor Wall Street is.
Well, Anselm Libon and Uncle Tommy on WZY 95.9 FM. You are live on air. How are you doing, sir?
You have caught me at a very horrible time and unable to speak to you. I think it is quite discourteous to call me live on air. You should get my agreement and settlement for your call, and I think that would be a little more polite, a little more professional.
But
and I'd be quite willing.
But Mr. Hines, I tired send you. I send you notice all the time. You just ignore them. I've sent you several notices and you never answer them. I see you read them and you never answer them. The only how I could get you to try to speak to us in the diaspora here, we are all Trinbago citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and you don't answer. You tell me, I send you several messages. I could screenshot it and send it to you. I've sent you several messages. The only how I can reach you is to call you by here. Why are you treating us like that? We are citizens too, you know, Mr. Hines. Of course, he hangs up. Yeah? He hung up. See? That is part of the problem we have in Trinidad and Tobago. You see? You see, Tommy? He hung up.
Yeah. You saw what happened with my internet?
Eh? No, he hung up the phone.
You saw what happened to my internet?
Yeah, I saw it. It busted one time. Just so. And he hangs up the phone, you know. And that fella is an MP. You understand? That is what we have to deal with.
Hey,
yeah?
You didn't want to talk. You didn't want to talk.
No, you don't want to talk. But I need to call him on a certain time. And when you send him messages, you don't even answer the messages on them. You understand? Yeah?
Yeah. Personal non grata.
Yeah. Waste of precious time. You see? And that was get me angry, you know. I called you. And the only how I could reach to me, you see the second time we call him on Messenger, I call him on Messenger. So
right.
It don't seem like he that. Let me be impeccable with my words. This is the second time we call him on Messenger and he pick up, eh? You understand? So it's not a WhatsApp call where you can kind of see the calls. You understand? Look, you see? You see how it is? You see how it is? Just imagine if that fella treating we like that, who don't live there, right? How you treating them people who lives there? I tell you. Let me do.
Just stay calm. Stay calm.
Caller, listen on the
Oi.
phone. Listen on the phone,
night.
not on your radio.
Bridget.
Hello, caller. Caller.
Yes.
Listen. Yes, listen on your phone, not on the radio.
Good night. I hear you on my phone.
Go ahead.
I hear you on my phone.
How are you?
Blessed night.
How are you, Miss Passy?
Hi there, honey. Lady people and them alone.
Which people?
Vets and now coming in.
Which people?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Which people? Leave
Mr. Hines alone. I don't read that scene already.
What was that scene? Tell me now, help me.
Where you call there and you get hung up on.
Yeah, well, you think he's supposed to do that?
Could have come better than that, man. Could have do better than that. Plain talk bad manners.
He could have do better?
Right?
You think
Could have do better than that.
You think he could have done better, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks a lot, eh? Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I will call the person. I didn't know. It's my grandmother. Don't tell you there. Stroke. Personally.
All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so folks, so I mean, there's been a video from Orange, New Jersey. Welcome. Margaret, welcome. Oh God, video. Oh God, video said don't blame the man, he fall asleep. Margaret said he was damn disrespectful. Oh God, Olia. I know. Andrew Macmillan says, nah, okay. William McLeod says, you have a damn right to hang up on you, Miss Wall Street. Hey, stop talking about my wife, eh? William, stop talking about my wife. He called my wife, you see? He called my wife Miss Wall Street. All right. Call me Trinity says, Hines don't want to answer no question about the guns. They say the fire feel is that you call him for. No, I didn't. I called him and to ask him about the sports day in the beat him, you know. Seriously. Because Anderson was having a discussion with us, and we felt he's the MP for Laventille West. We felt the best thing to do because that's what we just do here in the village, you know. We different. We originate, we don't imitate. We just pick up the phone and call people. Right? And on Sunday, we did an unscientific experiment. Unscientific. We call a UNC senator, we call a PNM MP, and we call a TTP assembly person. We didn't get the TTP assembly person. They sent us a message, a note, they text us and told us they were at the Blue Food Festival. It was too noisy, so they couldn't pick up the phone. You see courtesy? Courtesy. The person texts because they said they couldn't pick up the phone because they were in the Blue Food Festival. And I tell them, okay, thank you very kindly. We call Senator David Naked. Senator David Naked picked up the phone and he spoke with us nicely. Nice, no problem. The only person that decided to pick up the phone and hang up the phone was MP Hines. Or we also call the Minister of Education, Dr. Nyan Gasby Dolly, and she declined the call. Right? So far, what we have been doing is trying to reach representatives in all the different parties. And we have been not successful as we are with the other people who are out of power. And most people say when people in power, they don't pick up the phone. They don't have to pick up the phone because they're already in power. But you see when an election come in, right? What is that song? Coco did sing a song. What is the name of that song Coco did sing again? Oh, let me see if I could find that song. I want to find that song. Coco had sing a song called Coco. Is that song called Beloved? Is that what it was, folks? Beloved. Coco. No, I ain't get that song now. Let me see if I can find that song. I want to find that song and play that song. Right? Because we believe that the important thing that we can do is, and it was a Sunday between 1 to 4. It was a Sunday between 1 to 4. So I mean, it's not like, you know, it is at night or something like that. It was a regular thing. You know? And that is what happened. I think this is the song here, folks. Hold on. Yeah, why? That didn't need to happen. You know? But that is part of the politics that we have in Trinidad and Tobago, I guess. Right? So, folks, I think this is it here. Let me try this here. Hold a minute. 1 minute. Let me give me 1 minute here. Let me try to see if this is the song here by Crow. Because I want to play this. This is important. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is the song. Okay, let's take a listen to this song.
I just want to warn me children, in this world they have no friend. If you have, thank God if you have, but your friends them don't care if you starve. My friends who I had to get big position, they just forget this California. Since the election, they start moving so straight. I keep calling them all day number street. Tell me how I call it. Hello, Fitzgerald. He not answering and he won't call. Hello, Rowley. You can't get Crow. Why these friends of mine not answering? I feel like they're scrunting. Oh, I want to beg them something. I keep calling them and they're making a big fuss, but I simply wanted to wish them Kamla fixed all she people them. Raise me and all she plant like substance friend. 3 years all you out there waiting France all you do. You have a right to fix your people. Did you go tell me to tell all you it's suffering? Time going, try and run something. Don't kill the messenger. Don't vex with me at all. they could still use this song as a wake-up call. Hear me how I call it. Hello, Ceylon. Boy, where you do phone number 2. Hello, Nicole. Your silence makes my blood run cold. Why these friends of mine not answering? I feel it. Just running, oh, I want to beg them something. I've been calling them and they're making a big fuss, but I still want to wish them a belated Merry Christmas.
And there you have it, folks. There you have it. I just called to find out about the Beetham Sports Day. I didn't call to find out about the guns that was found in Santa Cruz. I didn't call to find out about Ula Christopher. Me called to find out about none of that. I caller. Caller, you're live in the village. Yes, caller. Hello.
All right. Are the layout?
No, you're inside.
All right. Well, here happening.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Turn down your radio. Turn down your radio. Either turn down your radio or turn down your computer, whatever you have. I hear an echo.
Well, apart from the radio reading.
All right, good. Thank you, caller. Go ahead, caller. Who is this caller? Who is this?
President Trinidad and Tobago.
President, how are you going? How are you going?
President Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man.
Going okay.
So, President,
so
President, let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
do you believe what the MP for Laventille West and the Minister of National Security did was acceptable?
Well, here's what's happening. I know in constituencies, and from constituencies to the regional council, we have representatives, right? Now, from in your constituencies, it does have a constituency meeting and all kinds of things where you could deal with representatives, right? Now, when you put a representative in a ministry, especially a ministry like national security, I, in most cases, just look out to hear in a media conference that it have brothers and them who will ask these ministers and them suiting something. And if you are to abruptly call a minister, I wouldn't say a representative in this case, I say a minister on phone anytime. It is not necessary that they bound to answer you, because the fact remains is that it have places to do such a thing rather than to call ministers maybe to embarrass them, and they would see it like that.
President, can I ask your next question? Can I ask your next question?
I find it is a really pretty nice thing to be really doing in the cases.
President, who pays the MP salaries? Who pays the MP salaries? Who pays their salaries?
Who pays the taxpayers do?
Okay, so what you're saying that is okay if the citizens decide to call the MP hang up on them.
Yeah. If the citizens decide to call an MP on the MP situation, which is your constituency, something I would satisfy with that in that case. Now, what I'm saying is that the position that go on, it is not over a MP status, it is about a national, because you calling an MP that is a national security that make a difference. Now we have to put ourselves in place. The fact remains is that we supposed to learn about civic understanding so that we will find ourselves in the right places to deal with our constituencies and all kind of thing, and whatever social or economical matters. We have to find ourselves. We are too lackadaisical in. We say we vote. We say we just vote representative, but we just go and vote, and when we done vote, we turn way back. And that is where the problem is. We're supposed to keep responsibility and accountability upon people so that they will keep responsibility and accountability upon themselves to the subjects that matter.
President,
People, we are too difficult.
Do you want to hold on? We got to go for a quick break. You want to hold on or you want to call back?
Yeah, I could do anything like that. If I something good, you might want me to
hold on. Folks, let's go for a quick break.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Hold on, okay? We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street on 91.9 FM. We come to you every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this short message.
This Sunday and every Sunday is Rerun Sunday on the Street 91.9 FM. It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. This Sunday, we'll be featuring The Gladiator.
Citizens of the Republic, yes, Sunday. For the first time in history, never before.
It's a blast from the past program from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Gladiator. Live on IWO TV, on YouTube, and Street 919 FM and Facebook. The Gladiator. We'll be featuring the Emperor of Talk. The Gladiator. This Sunday, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn.
Every Sunday, from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk politics on a Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Sunday Talk. Come on, people. This is a balanced program. Share the love.
So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Tune in to 91.9 FM and join us in the village with Dat Triplets every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are here to fearlessly confront important issues and engage in objective discussions on the latest trends. You can also catch our live stream on WZYE 95.9 FM, New York, New Jersey. Get informed, get inspired, get educated every Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. right here on this radio station.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy. Wow. Here at Oni Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Wow. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Listen up. I want everybody share the light. Downtown pussy, I feel share the light. Uptown pussy, I feel share the light. Share the light. Share the light. Everybody just share the light. Tobago share the light.
President, you're back with us.
All right. Okay.
So you didn't see a problem with what happened?
No, I wouldn't see a problem with that at all. Why? Because the fact remains is that no, here happening, I'm going to carry back some years. Okay, back to the 60s and the 70s, right? Now, when we used to have what we used to call village council, right? That is for culture and they should also have little developments and then eventually also too you have what you might have they call a party group in your constituency and things. All there is where our problem coming from, and we don't acknowledge those problems because we ain't following the rules of what is represented. We say we have a Trinidad and Tobago representation of the People Act, but we don't follow that. We live in a like when they give a symbol to vote, you vote the symbol and you don't vote when you don't vote. And when you don't vote, you turn your back. Very few people like maybe yourself and me and those who kind of little following the politics would really have some understanding of how the thing works. And in plenty cases, ask yourself, how much party groups really have much of people in it following the community? How much village councils holding down the members and to be able to teach what they call civic law, civic consciousness of communities and things. There's where our problem is. A long time in the 16th and 17th, you had a much more like a one people, a few Indian and a few African. Now you have what a cosmopolitan place at such an extent that plenty people just depending on the government that you put there. But it's just a matter of the date of vote, they won't go and vote. And after that, they have no access towards nothing of it. Just as how you say a representative, or how you want to call him a representative, I call him in that position now a minister, because as a minister, he don't want to feel to answer you because he feel that you could be looking to Mamadai, especially where he is Wall Street, you come from outside, you're not present to say, well, as a journalist in Trinidad and Tobago, when you meet him on the, what do you call him again? On a day when you meet him and you put him like up in the piece and he talk or you have to talk, or as a person that got one or two media hosts and them that just call him on the radio station and then he ready to put out the points and things. So we as a people have to have some respect and of our own self, or dignity of our own self, to recognize the calling people of a high position. Yes, they may want to come, but you have to give them the privilege to come because they feel they come in to get Mama Guy. I bet they wouldn't come.
President, go with God, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah?
Go with God. Thank you so much.
How did I go with that point? Because I ain't talking for just the player, I'm talking for the natural situation of represented and
Caller, hold on a minute, caller. Hold on.
When you go in a minister position, it's a serious thing.
Yeah. All right, President. Go with God, President. Have faith. Right. All right, man. Bless.
All right, thank you,
yeah,
brother.
Man. Bless.
All right, thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah. Kingsley, welcome.
Well, shit.
Kingsley, Kingsley, what happened? Yeah, where you going?
Well, shit. Go with God. You got me. I coming home, oh shit. I coming home. You have me mash up break. I'm gonna be boss.
Kingsley, listen, the president have his opinion, and Kingsley, you're going out. Folks, we respect people's opinion. Renwick Job, welcome. We respect people's opinion here. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Kingsley going, everybody's entitled to their opinion. All right? The man sees something in a certain way. He sees something in a certain way. We cannot be upset. Yeah, you're back on. You can't be upset with him.
No.
No, we can't be upset with him. Yeah, you're back on. You're back on. Caller, you had to hold a minute. Yeah, all right. We lost that one. Go ahead, caller. We hearing you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Worship.
Yeah.
Watch it there, man.
Yeah. Turn down your radio.
Yeah, man, I watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it. That piano, man. Who now call it?
No, I don't think he's a piano, man. I think he's for country.
He's for country?
Yeah.
But he a dread piano, boy, Worship. But you wake up yet?
No, the man.
It's time you listening to the station. I open up my box or kind of thing there. So each and say you making yourself call the minister ask my few questions.
Okay, see the man. The man.
You know the man going back. That was going them that. Dinosaur politics, you go back in 1970 and 60 and all kind of thing. And we need to talk to these young people modernized knowing this thing, and that's why them sick in there, boy.
Nah, man.
Shit, I wasn't going to call it tonight. When I heard that man call it, I said, nah, boy.
The man entitled to your opinion. Let me take this next one, KFC. Yeah, man. Bless. Yeah. Go ahead, caller. Yeah. Hello. Hey, Kingsley. But got a good phone now, boy. Kingsley phone dropping all the time. Let me go to the chat. Renwick Job says, good night, Tobago. Margaret says, some Minister of National Security guilty concerns make him behave defensive. Okay. Indra, welcome. He will take a call from Juju Live Show on 95.9 FM station, not from New Wall Street. Okay. We put he there. Video says we put it there. He's out. He working for us. He have to answer to the people. Oh God. Lord have his mercy. Folks, I have to be honest with you. I was totally shocked and surprised by the behavior of Mr. Hines. I'll be honest with you. Kingsley got a good phone now, boy. Hello. I tell all of this fella, like, I think he have a TSTT phone, you know. Yeah, Kingsley, get a good phone, man. Get a good phone. Kingsley phone only hanging up on him. Kingsley, you gotta get rid of that Me Too phone you have, eh? Yeah? You gotta get one in the 21st century. Yeah, folks. So, folks, I really honestly felt that even when I was going to make the call, Tommy asked me if I felt lucky. And I feel that it's better to try and fail to try. Because I think that all the representatives in Trinidad and Tobago of all 41 constituencies, as well as the councillors, right? You basically on the job 24/7. 24/7. That's just it. You on the job 24/7. Now, they should be able to call you at any time of the night, day, morning, noon, anytime. Because it's the taxpayers' money paying your salary. And many other people may want to make all kind of excuses that they want to know. You can make excuses, you know. I'd have no problem with the excuses that you're making. But I am going to say that once you have decided that you are going to go before the people of the country in a representative democracy, right? You are open to get a call from anybody at any time. And anytime they decide to disrespect people, anybody outside, it's not easy for them, you know, because they got to take a lot of disrespect. Right? I was totally shocked and amazed by Mr. Fitzgerald Hines' behavior. I never ever thought in my wildest imagination Mr. Fitzgerald will behave like that. Never ever thought about it. And that's why I called. Because I never expected that, especially the MP of the constituency that I talk about 24/7. Many people in Trinidad and Tobago who didn't know about Chumakak, for Chumakak Lavantil. And I will always fight for Chumakak Lavantil, always. Because that place is dear to me. Dear to me. And when I call the MP, sorry about that, folks, but the internet messing up a little bit. For MP to say, I have to send you a message in order for me to talk to you. What does that tell you? Not only that, but I've sent him several messages. And if he gets me upset, I will release those messages to show the people that I've sent him several messages. And he read it, and he did absolutely nothing. I was very surprised. I gotta tell you guys, I was surprised. I was shocked and amazed that he actually did that. Never thought in my wildest imagination. Regardless of whatever happened before, regardless of me fighting for the building in Chumakak, regardless of all those things, that shouldn't be a thing where you get angry at someone like that, right? The easiest thing he could have done is give me a minute, give us a minute. We talk about the sports day, and that's all I wanted to talk to him about. You know, I don't want to talk to him about nothing else. I want to talk to him about Ministry of National Security. Me want to talk about that. I just want to talk about the sports day and the beat 'em. And I hope, and I'm hoping that the other MPs in the PNM think about what Mr. Hines did. And many of you don't do the same to other people who are calling your phones. Because, I mean, and you know what was the sad part, boy? Mr. Hines said, who is Professor Wall Street? Mean Gene says, Wall Street, why are you shocked? It's not the first time he refused to take your call. But Mean Gene, the way I look at it is that maybe the first time I called, he could have been very busy. He could have been in a Ministry of National Security meeting. He could have been in a serious meeting where he couldn't take the call. So there were so many things that could have happened. That's why I keep trying and trying and trying. But I want to send a message. Oh God, video say, Wall Street, he feel you wanted money. I want to send a message to all the MPs across Trinidad and Tobago and all the politicians. If you want to be a politician, you have to be available 24/7 to the people. It's not a part-time position. It's a full-time position. Full. And the easiest thing you can do, if you don't want to answer your phone, put a voicemail on your phone and tell the person, this is so-and-so, you know, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's simple. That's not too difficult. That's not too difficult. But to pick up the phone and disrespect someone, that is the sad thing about it. And Mr. Fitzgerald Hines, you owe us an apology. Eh? You owe us an apology. And I'm going to be looking forward to that apology. So for all the people, please reach out to Mr. Fitzgerald Hines and tell him he owes us on Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy an apology. And we will kindly take it. We could take it by note and all. Because he has my WhatsApp number. And now he knows me on Messenger. He can send us a message and we accept apologies. We accept apologies, Mr. Hines. Right? Because I was saddened by your behavior. I never expected that from you. In my wildest imagination, I never could expect that from you, who's an MP of Lavantil West, who is the Minister of National Security, where kids supposed to be looking up to you. and saying, I want to be like that person. Which kid wants to look up to a person who, when they call him on the phone, he's disrespectful and hang up the phone? What type of mentor, what type of message are you sending, Mr. Hines? What type of message? And you know, I didn't come here tonight to talk about that, you know. Seriously, I didn't come to talk about that. I really and truly didn't come to talk about that. Because I actually thought I was water under the bridge. I really and truly thought there was water under the bridge. Yeah? Let me go to the chat here. Everett Nichols says, President Trinidad and Tobago runs a close second to Hines for dotism. What? William McCloud said, President well said. Let come something Sushila will buy a phone for Kingsley. Okay, all right. Yeah. So folks, I think we all Renwick said he believes he is king. Indra says you should call him back again on radio and tell him he needs to apologize to the population. Well, I'm sure Mr. Hines will get the message that he owes us here an apology. He owes us an apology. He really, and we are willing to accept apology, and we are willing to do an interview as well for all those people who know Mr. Hines. We are willing to do an interview, and that interview will be very respectful. Because one thing we don't do, we don't disrespect people. Hello, caller. You live?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I am excellent. How are you?
All right, President, again, want to say one piece of final thing.
Okay.
All right. You see, now, in everything we do, we have a tone. We just carry a tone in our voice, right?
Yeah.
The tone of this program, as it is, would cause me not to answer if I think that the tone is a Mama Guy tone. And I want to simply just say that to make you understand what our think. It's not that he shouldn't be answering because representative. The tone of the program. In many cases, those ministers don't want to answer to get no fireback, no hard luck, no stupid talk from nobody who they figure is not on the side of what they're doing. So that had to be end all. If you come with a nicer tone, or people come with a nicer tone to talk to these people, they may just answer. And that is the end of what I have to say.
President Dongo, President Dongo. Hello?
Yeah.
President.
Yeah.
Did you hear the tone? Did you hear the tone that I spoke to Mr. Hines with? Did you hear my tone? Was my tone?
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
The tone of I listen to you for the longest while, and I really doesn't like to come to argue with nobody. But the tone on this program is to oppose. You opposing government, and as long as a government minister recognizes as an opposer, whether you could be a member of his community, yes, it's true. I understand all of that. But if a mind, or like my mind or some other mind, decide whether it's a position call in me, I wouldn't want to be to answer no opposition. Because that is the tone of the voice that we have in. You have to understand what I'm saying. I'm not against that he should do and he should not do. If in the case that he see what he could do, he will do, because the answers when they have to be talking to journalists, the answers the question as best as they could, as far as they could see. But if your tone is opposite to it, if your tone have this opposition attitude about it, would you, if somebody oppositing to you, would you really answer that?
Yeah, I will answer. You know why? Because
that it all depends on the circumstances that would make you answer.
Because, President, listen, I want to convert those who are on the other side. And in this program, we call UNC people, we call PDP people, we call TPP people, and they pick up the phone. And they are very respectful.
All right, I will leave it to that. I would agree to disagree, because I say my piece and it don't make no sense we carrying on. And
no problem.
I said my piece, we agree
to
disagree in some kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
It was well spoken and I like what you say.
Okay, man. Thank. Bless. All the time.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, and listen, this is the tenet of what we do here on this program. We are very respectful. Listen, We have had people in here call me all kind of names. They're uneducated, all kind of thing. In Trinidad, they call me the nutty professor. The nutty professor. They call me under the Wall Street. They call me Field Street. They call me all Dog Street. They call me all kind of names. Right? They just never call my mother. You understand? But I always tell people, in the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. And I always say that. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent. So, by all the name callings, and I think some of those names are very funny. Very, very funny. But I don't take it personal. And I don't think it's personal. We are a pecan society. We like to give fatigue. That is a pecan. And you should be able to take pecan. If your car take, don't give. And I just give, so I had to take. And I could take. You understand? The only thing I cannot take is disrespect. And I don't like people to disrespect other people on our programs because I think it's very important for us to be respectful. Right? It could happen on other programs. But we here believe in respect. And that's why we believe everybody can have a voice here. We're not going to hang up on people. We're not going to disrespect people. Right? If you're from PNM, UNC, TPP, PEP, PDP, NTA, UNC, PNM, anybody can call and voice your opinion. And that's the way it should be. But that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. We have programs that are pro-PNM, programs that are pro-UNC, programs that are anti-PNM, anti-UNC. And that's the way, that's par for the course in Trinidad and Tobago. And we here, we say that we give everybody a voice. And that's why we have these programs here on 91.9 FM. Because we are different. We are different. You know, and other people can run the program as they see fit. Absolutely. I don't have a problem with people running the program the way they see fit. Because that's the way they have the right to do that. You know? And people have a right to say whether they want to call a program or not call a program. It's okay. It's okay. At least, one thing we are going to try to do here is to educate you, inspire you for a better tomorrow. That's what we want to do. We want to inspire you for a better tomorrow so you can start to think. Think about betterment for Trinidad and Tobago. Think about how can you be part of the solution, not be part of the problem for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago. You should ask yourself that. Am I part of the problem or am I part of the solution for the betterment of Trinidad and Tobago? Ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question. But folks, it's always a pleasure for you who have joined us. We ask you to continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Of course, I ran solo tonight. Uncle Tommy was a little under the weather. It's normally every Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. in the village with Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and you. And without you, we can't have this program. So we appreciate all of you who have tuned in to listen to us. We're a new program, but I can guarantee you, folks, I can guarantee you, we are going to go from strength to strength to strength. So, folks, let me just give you my closing comments before we go. And everyone, we'll see you. You can always tune in. Join all the other programs from Monday. You know, the programs that start from 6 in the morning until, 6 till 7 at night. So let me give my closing quote before I go. And we'll see you again. So let me get my quick closing quote here. Quickly. Closing quote. Okay. Worrying equals waste of time. Good and bad things will happen in life. You just have to keep living and not stress over what you can't control. Again, worrying equals waste of time. Good and bad things will happen in life. You just have to keep living and not stress over what you can't control. Folks, take care. See you later. Bye-bye.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting, you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad.
country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're someone like some goats when they come looking for votes. Hit the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.